Speak Football, I believe. Yeah, it's We Speak Football. No, straight off the bat, I want to say sorry for the lack of uploads. I've just been a little bit busy recently. I want to take a break from YouTube, have some personal time. It's a lot harder to be consistent than you'd think, honestly. But I think I've been fairly consistent with this We Speak Football series. And I figured I wanted to get this out before, but I've been busy, like I said. So it's better one match late, really, than ever. I was going to do something like this anyway. I was going to do it at the end of the transfer window so I could see all the transfers. Because I could have maybe Burnley last, and then they swoop in and they buy Messi, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to, obviously. But, you know what I mean? You never know with that, exactly, you know what I mean? So, straight off the bat, I don't think all my predictions are going to be dead on. I think they're going to be within the space of maybe one or two. And, yeah, so let's start off the predictions with Burnley, or Heat, and whatever, you know. And what I did here was something different, and I went with the captains of each club. Um, I had trouble getting the captains for Swansea because I don't think I don't think Swansea have signed anyone since they lost Ashley Williams. So anyway, 20th I believe is going to be Burnley. Now I forgot to actually change this myself, and I don't want to back out and spoil all the surprises. So I think Burnley's going to be about 20th to about 17. You know what I mean? Because they do have Andre Gray, but I don't think he's going to be good enough to save him. Maybe he can be, though. And let's continue. Bournemouth, I know. They've got an okay team. They were fairly safe last year. They were like, 16th, 15th. But I just don't know if they can pull it off this year as well. Maybe they can, I don't know. And then Sunderland, nah. Like I said, in the range of this, Sunderland played excellent. Like they really did against Man City. I've said it before and I'd say it again. They didn't deserve to lose that. If anything, Man City didn't even deserve a single goal. You know what I mean? But you know what? It was okay. Um, I'm not sure if it's just a once off or what, but you never know. It could just be a good season for them. They got unlucky with an own goal, and the saddest part was all the Man City players celebrated so much. Like, the only way you'd celebrate a 19-year-old scoring an own goal to win you the game is if it won you the Champions League, maybe, or the league, you know what I mean? That's different. There's some 19-year-old on his debut scoring an own goal. That's fucking. And you celebrate. That's sad. Okay? Then this is 17th. They could be higher, but for now I'm just going to leave it 17th. They have made some grade A signings, Middlesbrough. They really have. Okay? Um, and I think they're not going to get relegated, but you never know. I think this guy is the Hull City captain. Now, like I said, I wanted to get it in the range, so I think Hull's going to be like they could easily save themselves from relegation, especially after that performance against Leicester. That was probably the best performance I've seen from a team that just got promoted. You know what I mean? Leicester weren't just promoted, by the way; they were promoted a couple of seasons ago or something like that. Uh, anyway, so that was a really good performance by Dawson. Not Dawson, by Hull. So that's why I'm thinking they could be safe for promotion, relegation, but you never know. Hull's just that team that no matter how good their team can be, they just seem to get relegated anyway. I think they've been relegated from the BPL like 6 times. No, 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 not 6 times. I meant to say like 3, 4 times. Either way, they've been relegated a lot. So let's move on to West Brom Fletcher. I think they're going to be. Is this 15th? I think this might be 15th. So yeah, about 14 to 16ish. Like it's a bad season, but for West Brom it could be a good season. You know what I mean? Maybe it's a bad season for West Brom. I don't know. It's just like I said, this was somewhat rushed. You know what I mean? So yeah. Then here's Watford. People are saying that they don't think they can last it this year. Maybe they can't. Maybe they can. But like I said, I think they're going to be in the lower half of the table. Roughly is what I'm trying to get at, you know. Jadnak or Crystal Palace. I think they can pretty much have the same season as last year, if not a little bit better, because they've got a slightly better team, you know what I mean? But they also lost a few players, I think. But I think they've mostly just improved, so I can't see how they won't improve. But you never know. Let's go over to the. I think this is 10th, 11th, something like that. Fabianski, I think they might actually have a worse season if they've lost that centre back, but you never know. Man, I think Ashley Williams is a beast defender, and they just lost him. Anyway, and then this is like 10th, so that was 11th, yeah. Okay, I remember this one. I, Everton played really well against Tottenham. Like, it wasn't funny, like, they played really, really well. And I'm impressed. I hate saying this because it sounds like I'm just like being a Tottenham fan or anti-Everton. But Tottenham were fucked out of a win there. At the beginning of the match, Harry Kane was one-on-one with the defender. And it was a shoulder to shoulder. Harry Kane wins the shoulder to shoulder. And they give the fucking other, and they give Everton a fucking free kick for it. Like, just because Harry Kane's stronger than Jagielka doesn't mean it's a foul. Anyway, Shaw Cross, depending on when Jack Butland comes back and if their team performs and they don't lose Jack Butland or anything like that, they're gonna do a pretty good season. I'd say it's gonna be dead center of the table in between like 8th and 12th, something like that. Same thing with Southampton, you know. They've got some good players, they've got some bad players, you know, but I think they could do very bad this year because they did lose a lot of players, but at the same time, they got a lot of money for like just one player alone, which was Mane. They got like 32 million for Mane alone. So, you know, they could do some real improvement here. But you never know. Only time will tell. I'm thinking that they might do a 8 to about 14 sort of thing. Because that's a bit of a drop from last season. Like, not that they deserve it, but like that's what would make sense given how they sold their players. And then this is 7th or 6th. This is Mark Noble, so this is West Ham. I believe he's your captain. Not that I think your team hasn't been improved or anything, but I have my reasons. Like, the teams above you had a really good team, really good season last year, you know what I mean? So this is about 6th, 7th, something like that. I think it's 7th. And they made some really good signings. Payet's a little bit injured, I think, and someone else was injured as well in your match. you got injured on his debut. Anyway, I know this is gonna be a bit like I don't know if they can be anywhere near as good because like they've already lost against fucking Hull, and that's just terrible. You know, no offense to Hull, the Hull team or Hull fans or anything like that, but I just don't see them doing as good if they're gonna fucking lose their first match against Hull. They're the only BPL team to ever win the league and then lose their next fucking match. You know what I mean? End of next season. You know what I mean? So they've already set records crazy, like crazy these past couple of days, or this past couple of seasons. So I think Vester's got a solid 5th to like maybe 7th, 3rd ish. But I'm thinking about 5th. I'm thinking 5th. I don't know. I'm thinking 6th. Liverpool's improved their team so much. They have one of the best managers in the world, Jurgen Klopp, in my opinion at least. He's made some amazing signings. He's a good manager. I'm thinking 5th. I think they can get Europa, maybe even Champions League. Or no, just 6th. I don't know. I'm very all over the place right now. But I think they can do very, very well this year. A lot better than Liverpool have been doing for the past couple of years. And I think if they don't fire him because he might have the best season this year, and let them keep going for about another year or two, they're going to be real title contenders, you know. So that's great. Like, he's so good that he didn't even have the Liverpool team he wanted, yeah. He got the two finals. He got the Europa League, which is insanely difficult. And then, like, I'm pretty sure they got fucked out of the final by Monroe, or whatever his name is, Monreal, I don't know. And then they got to, like, the final of the FA or Capital One, and then they lost that. And this is a bit upsetting, almost for me, but like, I don't know why I'm saying upsetting, but like, I think they got a fifth. I know for a fact this is fifth, and the reason why I'm saying that is because they haven't improved their team in like nearly any position. Like, all they bought was Shaka, and they spent way too much money on him. They need a striker to replace Giroud. They lost their first match. Like, I just don't see them getting Champions League football this year. And if they do, I think it's because they bought a striker eventually. Maybe they will. I don't know. I think the only way they're going to do well is if they buy a striker. I think there's so many good young strikers out there, and they're just cheapening out on it. Like, it could be a 19-year-old that's worth 40 million, and all the club wants is 10 million. Arsene Wenger's not going to fucking accept that. Like, he's a bit stingy that way, and I don't. Like, I'm a Tottenham fan, it pisses me off that Arsenal are shit, you know what I mean? Because they've got the potential to be good, just that Arsene Wenger's a fucking idiot. Like, he's good a manager in the sense that every year, no matter what, he gets Champions League football. I think this year he's going to get Europa, and hopefully, just hopefully, the Arsenal owner will just fire him so that they can get a new manager in, and eventually they can be good again. Maybe they won't, maybe they will. Either way, let's continue. Then fourth, I think this is gonna be the year that Tottenham finally beats Arsenal in position rankings. There's about 6, 7 teams this year that could win the league, no problem. But we do stand a chance, but at the same time we don't. We have, like, only time will tell. I'd love to see us win the league. I really would. I'd love to see us even win a Capital One or an FA. You know what I mean? That's all I'd want right now. Just so that I could say, hey, we're champions of something. But yeah, I'd be happy if like Tottenham made it to the round of 16 of the Champions League as well. 'Cause that way, like, they could been put up against someone really hard in the round of 16. Anyway, let's continue. Third place, Man City. Now, I can't see them coming much lower, but I can't see them winning the league anymore. I really did think, oh, they could win the league, no problem, you know? They've got a good team. They've improved. They've bought young players. They've got a decent manager. And then I realized Pep Guardiola is a shit manager. Pep Guardiola is such a bad manager, in my opinion. He lost. Well, no, he lost in my eyes against Sunderland. He barely bet him. He got a fucking bullshit penalty because Raheem dived a little bit more than he should have, which is normal for football, but you know what I mean. And then their second goal was an own goal, which was just bullshit. And then they celebrated it. They had the fucking audacity to celebrate like a 90-minute own goal by a 19-year-old on his fucking debut. That is fucking shocking. Like, I don't want them to win the league after that. If they win the league, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm just going to be so pissed off. Because you do not celebrate a 19-year-old scoring an own goal. Like, that is just fucked up. On his debut as well. That is messed up, man. Anyway, enough with how bad fucking Man City is. Second for Manu. One sec. I know. Manu, like, once again, I'm getting it in the ball range. If I say someone's going to get second or something like that, I mean Champions League football. If I say someone's going to get sixth, I mean Europa League football and or a little bit of Champions League, you know what I mean? Something like that. But anyway, Man U second. You know, they've got one of the best managers out there. I could see them getting first. Don't get me wrong, but they have one of the best managers out there, if not the best. Um, he's improved the team so much. Spent a little bit too much money on Paul Pogba, in my opinion. Anyway, and the team looks fearsome. They won their match 3-1. They got the best goal difference in the league from that one match. Zlatan scored in every single match he's played, whether it be friendly, whether it be league, it doesn't matter. He scored in every single one. And they look quite fearsome. But the one thing that's thrown me off is I can't see a team that's struggling for the past couple of years just jump back into being one of the best. You know what I mean? I think you ease yourself back into it maybe. But then again, they won the Community Shield, and I'm not sure if you noticed that, but it's something like every single time Jose Mourinho has won the Community Shield, he has won the league. So that's a pretty scary stat. Zlatan has some stats where it's like sorry, the Zlatan stat is something along the lines of shit. I just punched something off the table by accident. Um, he's got a stat where every single league he's been in, he was top goal scorer for the past 6 leagues or some shit like that, or 6 clubs. And he's won his first season with each club for the past 6 clubs, or something like that. Like, he's got some insane stats like that. So I am, yes, of course, I am probably, not probably, I am pretty fucking terrified. Um, where is it? Records. He is the only person in the UEFA League champions to score in the Champions League with 6 different teams. Nah, fuck that. The only player to have won 13 championships in 4 different leagues. One of the 2 players, along Cristiano Ronaldo, to have scored a minute in every match during their careers. So I guess like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to 90, I guess. One of the 2 players, along with Ronaldinho, to have scored at least a goal in Derby della Mondina in Italy, El Clasico in Spain, and El Clasique in France. Okay? The only foreign player to have won the Copacabana with 2 different teams, in addition 2 different teams from the same city, Inter Milan and Milan. No, he's got something really cool here. He's got one of these stats. Sorry, those are just pointless stats. Basically, he's got some really cool stats where he's the top goal scorer every time he goes to a new league, wins that league in his first year, shit like that. Like, where's the stat? Like, sorry. Okay. There's like a stat that the commentator said out in the match when he was playing, and it was like scary. Like, where like he's always top goal scorer, he always wins the league when he first goes to the club, something like that. Anyway, sorry that took me so long to move on from menu, but I just wanted to read that. And boom. Oh shit, wrong. I went wrong, right. Boom. John Terry left Chelsea out first. I can see them doing so much better than last year. Now that they've got Antonio Conte, last year he got in a fight with Hazard. Hazard Jose did it, from what I understand. He didn't play him. He didn't play Courtois. He didn't play all the players he got in the fight with, and the team just wasn't having fun because half their players weren't being played because they got in a fight with Jose. Jose was just, you know, um, just getting in too many fights with the club, players, and just decided, you know what, he's not going to play him, and he just dropped them from the teams and stuff like that, and that's it. So that's pretty bad. But now they've got a manager that's getting the best out of Hazard, it looks, uh, and just getting the best out of the team. And I think they can be very well done. Anyway, that's all of my predictions. Basically, let's go over them. Like, Bottom five for Burnley. Same thing with Bournemouth. Same thing with Sunderland. Same thing. Well, Middlesbrough, I can see them getting like safe. Okay. The Hull City, I can see them getting relegated, but also staying safe after that fantastic performance. It could have just been a once-off though. West Brom, I can't see them getting relegated, but you never know. Watford, I can see them staying safe. I can see them staying safe. You know, you don't get one of the top goal scorers in the league and then just fucking get relegated. You know what I mean? Crystal Palace, um, I could see them doing mid, the lower half of the table. You know what I mean? I could see them doing about mid-ish table. I think that's like 12th. Jagielka. Everything I could see them doing mid-table as well. Shawcross and Fonte. So that's Stoke and Southampton. I could see them doing in between 8th and 12th. Although Southampton could do really shit this year because they've lost all their really, really good players. West Ham. I can see them. Honestly, West Ham, they could easily get beat Leicester and Liverpool, don't get me wrong. But I just don't see them finishing above the title winners of last year, and then such a strong team as Liverpool, and you know, so I think they're going to get like 7th, 6th, something like that. Same thing with Leicester, and then I think they're going to get 6th, Henderson. So Liverpool. And then I think this is the year that Arsene Wenger just fucks up and he gets fired, hopefully, for Man U fans. No, not Arsenal fans, because that way you'd have a good team again more than likely. Anyway, then we move over to Hugo Lloris, so that's Tottenham. I could see us getting Champions League football again, because our team just is so strong. I think, especially with that Vincent Janssen guy, we can do really, really well. Vincent Company, he's not like so Man City. Just a shameful performance against Sunderland, and I just can't see them doing winning the league after such a shit performance against a team that I put 18th. You know what I mean? Man U, like I said, I feel like they can ease themselves back into it, but it's very easy for these two to swap around. You know what I mean? Because the stats that the players have, you know, and then John Terry is Chelsea, and I could see them doing really well because I think Antonio Conte is getting the best out of the Chelsea players. So that's all my predictions. So Burnley, Bournemouth, Sunderland, Middlesbrough, Hull, West Brom, Watford, Crystal Palace, Swansea, Everton, Stoke, Southampton, West Ham, Leicester, Liverpool, Arsenal, Spurs, Man City, Chelsea, and Man U or Man U Chelsea. Either way, it's really up to how you look at it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and peace.